So what's poppin', y'all? It's your boy Flex Luthor. So what is dirty macking? Simply put, dirty macking is attempting to mack on another person's significant other by talking bad about them behind their back. Basically, trying to holler at someone by talking down about the person they with. This is a dark, forbidden art that's as old as time itself. An insidious practice that feeds off of the misery of another for sexual gain. But like with all things, there's people who dabble, and there's people who've developed mastery over years of practice. And with mastery, dirty macking is an incredibly effective way to win over someone you want a sexual relationship with. The thing is, this type of macking is unfair and not exactly seen as honorable, hence the label of dirty. So what we're gonna be talking about today is how the 2004 smash hit Let Me Love You by Mario is really a mastery level course in dirty macking. So before we jump into this, do me a solid and go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. So how exactly does this song display dirty macking, you ask? Well, it's really quite simple and obvious once you see it. All right, check it out. Any person skilled in dirty macking understands that the practice extends far beyond merely talking bad about a person's significant other. As a matter of fact, talking bad about someone's boyfriend or girlfriend, while the most notable part of dirty macking, is certainly the least important. Quality dirty macking is done in 3 stages. The first stage is negging. Yes, I said negging. If you're unfamiliar, negging is the practice of using low-grade insults meant to undermine the self-confidence of a person so they might be more vulnerable to your advances. In other words, politely on something about them while kinda complimenting them to get them to lower their guard. Negging is like a Jedi mind trick. It really only works on the weak-minded or the vulnerable. And it doesn't have to be super obvious or aggressive. It could be something as simple as pointing out the obvious turmoil the person is currently in. Mario does this so effortlessly, he's had us singing it for years. So the song Let Me Love You is about a guy trying to convince a woman to leave her cheating no good man and be with him. We see the insult to this woman's intelligence from the very first line of the song. Baby, I just don't get it. Do you enjoy being hurt? Fam, who the hell would answer yes to that question? It's a facetious question that manipulates the person being asked into thinking a certain way. It's brilliant. What makes it even more effective is that you are leaning into the pre-existing friendship you have with your target. I mean, how else would you even know enough about the situation to even ask a question like that? The point of negging is to make the target more vulnerable to your advances. When you have a pre-existing association with the person and you know they're already vulnerable, slight negs like "do you enjoy being hurt" work wonders. And he doesn't stop the negging there. In the next verse, he says, "You're a dime plus 99, and it's a shame. You don't even know what you're worth." Another flip comment. Manipulating an already vulnerable person into becoming more vulnerable is the perfect setup when executed like this. A very, very dirty move. The second stage is the one most people are familiar with, and that's insulting the competition. This is the part that most of us acknowledge makes this type of macking dirty. I mean, if you're gonna shoot your shot, you certainly don't need to bash the next person while you do it. The problem that people don't realize with this move, though, is that you're supposed to use it very sparingly. Those who aren't too skilled in dirty macking, or sales for that matter, rely way too heavily on insulting the competition. No one likes to feel like they're being sold, and insulting the competition makes you seem desperate or like you have a selfish motive behind your words. Notice how in the song, Mario references the woman's man one time. After he says, "Do you enjoy being hurt?" he says, "I know you smell the perfume and makeup on his shirt." You don't believe his stories, you know that they're all lies. And that's it. This no good cheater never gets referenced again for the remainder of the song. To be honest, he's really only insulting the competition to justify to her the previous facetious question of, "Do you enjoy being hurt?" He's basically saying, "Ma, I know you know dude is cheating, so you're staying with him means you enjoy being hurt." When done correctly, insulting the competition creates a notion that you're different than what the mark is currently going through. The third and final stage of dirty macking is delivering your value proposition. This is by far the most important part of the whole process. This is the part where those who know how to dirty mac invest the most amount of time. What's the point of making you vulnerable by insulting your intelligence and insulting your significant other if I don't tell you exactly what I'm going to be doing to make your life better? The title of this song is a value proposition. Let me love you. Saying that to somebody in a relationship requires that person to entertain the idea that they are not currently being loved, which is something you as the Dirty Mac can't possibly know for sure, as you only have limited information. This is kind of like trying to perform Inception on someone. Well, maybe you're not planting that idea in the person's head, but you're certainly doing your part to ensure that it grows. The pre-chorus of this song, the most memorable and singable part, is a descriptive value proposition. If I was your man, baby, you'd never worry about what I'd do. I'd be coming home back to you every night, doing you right. The whole song is basically him telling this woman how pretty she is and how he'll do such a great job treating her like the queen she is. Speaking like this to a person in a relationship is quite dirty. Make no mistake, most people who dirty mac are just trying to smash and have no actual desire to do half the shit they claim. But what makes it dirty is the willingness to tear up a relationship just so you can get some ass. To be fair, I'm well aware that many people in relationships actually seek out a dirty mac when the relationship gets rocky. That's how many emotional affairs get started. Usually those who are skilled in the dark art of dirty macking rarely get called out for it. Written by Neo, Let Me Love You is a step-by-step guide on how to dirty mac and have people thank you for it. So have you ever dirty macked someone? What happened? Tell me your stories in the comments. Now, I myself have never really dirty macked, but I know a bunch of y'all have. So until next time, peace.